Get into me, still a beast hoops. It is me, it's finna be off the chain with a brand new delivery. Try to get in my way, the feeling the rage, just sit in my brain and then I...
All right, coming up next, it is a welterweight showdown between Omari Akhomedov and Thiago Alves.
You ready? You ready? Let's go.
All right, so this UFC Grand Prix tournament is coming up next. This format has been all the rage with a lot of the hardcore mixed martial arts fans out there. Sort of an homage to the history of UFC and Pride with a single-night tournament game event here. And let's see who can be the last man standing here tonight.
Huge uppercut misses.
Alves gets caught with that punch. Nice punch there by Akhomedov. And the fighters engage in the clinch here right out of the chute. Alves has worked in that underhook once again.
Good takedown defense, very nicely done.
That knee might have landed there.
Now he's got the Muay Thai plum.
So much of this one has been spent in the clinch.
Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground, staying busy. He's got the arm here. Now he's gonna throw his leg over. Turns the hips. He's gonna sit back. He's got that pretty good. That's pretty tight. And he's free. That was a deep arm bar. In full guard here. Trying to take the back here. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. Beautiful hip toss. And he's maintaining control in the top position.
Another shot. Oh, man, defensively leaving a lot to be desired there. He moved right into that hook. His head was wide open and there for the taking. Let's see if he can make some adjustments here moving forward.
Very nice.
Just missed with that right hand.
Cannot get it.
Right punches there. Straight right hand now, just misses. Clipped him with the jab. Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there.
Good combination so far from both men.
That strike will count.
Stuffed it, stuffed it.
Double underhooks in the clinch.
He moves to the Muay Thai clinch.
That knee might have landed there. All right, so another takedown here by Akhomedov.
Excellent movement here on the ground. And he's gonna transition to the back. He's working from full mount again.
Alves' lower jaw now, Joe, started to show
It
some
looks like
signs
he's
as well.
hunting for an arm here. He's got the arm here. Now he's gonna throw his leg over. Turns the hips. He's gonna sit back. Throw the leg over the face. More and more pressure on that arm. He might have to tap. Outstanding.
Will do it.
Outstanding. An excellent job in setting up the arm bar and getting the tap.
Well, yeah, you can't argue with that result here tonight. He was committed to that arm bar, Joe. You saw him attempt it at varying points of the fight, but he really worked hard in the transition there and was able to lock down the body and force the tap shortly thereafter.
And here we see it again from another angle. Isolates the arm, locks it in, and forces the tap. And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Liliana's going to stop for this contest at 3 minutes, 55 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out,
Well, the celebration is on in the corner after the big submission win here tonight. He told us during fight week that he needed to prioritize a finish here. Decisions were not going to be enough to take his career where he wants to take it, and expeditiously. So, gets the submission tonight. Now the celebration is on. There got to be few things in all of pro sports as satisfying than to be able to celebrate a UFC win with your coaches and training partners. And thankfully for this young man, now that is all that is left to do.
I don't never look back, cause still smell love.
Ready. Ready.
Well, going to be back at the crew here in Newark, New Jersey as we get underway.
Slightly deflected.
Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block.
Nice kick to the body.
Looking to land the right hand, he misses.
Caught him with a punch.
Edwards gets hit with a kick.
Nice. Good combination there as well.
Well, he walked into his opponent's range there and ate that hook. He was unprotected, unguarded, and he's been susceptible to that hook in previous UFC fights. Got to figure out a way to move those feet and ultimately circle out and get that head off the center line. Lands the jab. And the front kick is there. Nice job by Saunders. He blocks the shot. Oh, he found the target there, Joe. Nice punch. Just misses with the right hook.
Front kick to the body.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round one. Under 3 minutes remain in round one. Edwards gets tagged by a solid uppercut. I don't have to tell you, Joe, about his toughness, but you can't absorb too many more of those uppercuts. Lands a strike there. Back to...
Wow! He's in big trouble.
Oh, he might be out.
Oh, he is just teeing off here. Oh! Vicious combinations.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Nice hammer fist. Saunders' lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling.
Posture's up.
Under 2 minutes now to go.
And he lands a hammer fist. Good elbow to the body there.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Edwards. Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
He moves to the mounted crucifix now. This is nasty. He's putting himself into a position to isolate an arm. He's isolated the arm. He's pinning down the wrist. Now he wants to connect his other hand to his forearm for leverage. He's got it. Now he wants to lift that elbow up while pushing that hand down. Outstanding. He was forced to tap. He got locked into that submission, and there was nowhere to go.
Yeah, Joe, we know you can appreciate that. High-level jiu-jitsu there, executes the submission there, and a nice job, too, in transition to make sure that he was patient enough to set it up effectively, and the end of the fight came shortly thereafter. High-level stuff.
And here we see it from another angle. Beautiful technique here, and the tap. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight. We go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliano calls a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 47 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out,
So there he is, your winner by way of submission, and how good was that? I mean, you talk about maximizing a UFC showcase, and that's a great example of doing just that. You see him sharing a moment here with his coaches, his training partners, and you can be sure that with the hard work done and the hay in the barn, that these guys are going to be celebrating deep into the night after a submission win like this.
In the same club that used to turf everybody. Put in 25 hours, I outworked everybody. Turned down big money, I know.
All right, coming up next, it is a welterweight showdown between the Nigerian nightmare Kamaru Usman and Matt Serra.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go. Well, with his confidence and self-belief now off the charts, having knocked out George St. Pierre, Matt Serra is back and looking to pick up where he left off. Let's see what type of start he can get off to here tonight. You know the opposition is mindful of the power, but still nonetheless very confident that they can figure out the puzzle that is Matt Serra tonight.
Nice body kick.
All right, first round is underway, and I don't have to tell the avid fans, you got to watch out for this fighter's powerful overhand punches. He does not discriminate, power from both sides, and a big part of his game going for that patented rear naked choke now. And now he's got that arm under the chin.
From there, he wants to grab a hold of his bicep, and he wants to put his other hand behind his opponent's head for maximum leverage.
And there's the tap.
Great job, didn't waste any time, took this fight to the ground and got the early submission.
Yeah, so a quick night at the office for him here tonight. He told us he wanted to be efficient. He didn't want to waste a lot of time. He felt his opponent knew the takedown attempts would be coming, and he got the fight to the ground relatively easily, and his submission skills then took over. Big, big result for him early in round one tonight.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight, Joe Rogan, as he gets the win by way of submission. Certainly one of the bigger wins of his career, and as big a statement as he could have made here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 51 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Matt Serra.
So the proud New Yorker, Matt Serra, does it again. A lot of people wondered after the knockout of George St. Pierre, would this guy be a one-hit wonder? The answer tonight, an emphatic no, as Matt Serra proves that not only did he have the chops to be champion, he is a guy who can continue to prove himself as one of the elites here at 170 pounds.
Ain't the favorite on your undercard, the loudest undergod. So no make me get.
All right, coming up next, it is a welterweight showdown between Santiago Ponzinibbio and Conor McGregor.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, we are underway here from Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. And how about the buzz in this arena and just the sheer volume from these fans as Conor his return here tonight. Now, how will he approach the early portions of this fight? That is the big question. We know he's had some quick finishes in his UFC career, but a lot of people think he'll want to feel this thing out and get his feet under him early. Just out of range with that right hook. Joe, how do you think he approaches this challenge tonight?
One thing to keep an eye out from Conor McGregor are his kicks. Very unpredictable, very creative with his kicking technique.
Straight right, he misses. Slips and rips. McGregor's lower jaw is extremely swollen now. Neither guy really finding their range with much consistency here early. Well, so he gets clipped once again here, Joe, and he continues to be vulnerable by leaning in. He's keeping his head on the center line. He's got to change things up a little bit here.
Tagged him.
Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Ponzinibbio.
He's loading up his kick. Hands high.
They continue to exchange.
Come on, push through it.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Ponzinibbio's attempt there is blocked by the opponent.
Good shot.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range. Oh, nice job there to land that body kick flush, and you can be sure there are plenty more where that came from. Just out of range with the straight left hand. Oh, a huge block there. Oh, working well off of that jab. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Conor McGregor gets caught with that punch. He's got to figure out a way to get that guard higher, Joe. Just out of range with that right hand. Changes his stance. Just over 2 minutes, round one. Able to check the high kick. McGregor gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there.
And he lands it to the leg.
Oh, nice knee to the body. Very nice. Trying to hammer that lead leg. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Try to establish that jab. Oh, uppercut lands, and he leaned right into that one, Joe. Left the head wide open there for the taking. Let's see if now that wakes him up a little bit and he learns to get those hands up. Effective strike there by McGregor.
That one hurt.
Missed with that right hand. Big left hand there inside.
Oh! He's in trouble right now. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. Oh! Oh, he hurt him. Bad. Bad. That kick from the southpaw position. He loves that left to the body. Oh, very nice.
Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades. Clean with the right hook. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Snapped off the jab nicely there. Final seconds here.
Oh, big shot.
Well, some have gotten through, Joe. This shot is blocked. Round two next. All right, round two.
That last round was an all-out brawl. If they continue like... Oh, he got hurt! He's rocked. Big shots! He hurt him with that hook.
Oh, a nice straight. Whoa!
Oh, that one hurt him.
Oh, straight right.
Easy to go, bud. You gotta go. You gotta move now.
Conor McGregor with some body shots.
That is absolutely right, Joe Rogan. Well, the offense has been there. He is landing some good shots, but not really stringing them together and putting combinations on his opponent. He's got to mix up his strike.
Oh! He's clearly hurt. Oh, he tagged him. Vicious shot to the body.
McGregor's eye and the swelling around it is only getting worse by the minute. You got to wonder, Joe, at this point, whether or not that might be a fractured orbital bone. Just a slip there.
Beautiful right leg kick there.
Just out of range with that right hand.
Oh, spinning back fist. He solved it right there. Very nice. All right, there he goes. He got his back up against the cage.
Back
here.
and forth we go. Oh, he's got double underhooks here in the clinch. Good spot to be. Strong clinch work here. The hook connects by McGregor. And there comes...
Oh! And another one. He's in trouble. Oh! He's out. It's over.
That's it.
A huge barrage of strikes. He kept coming and finally landed one big bomb for the knockout.
Yeah, Joe, beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight.
Great angle here. Right on the button.
Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 1 second of the second round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Tatiano Chichibora Ponzinibbio.
So there he is, the man of the moment. Certainly maximized the showcase here tonight, Joe. He gets a big win by way of the knockout. Certainly kept the judges out of it here tonight. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way, but there will be no wiping the smile off of his face tonight. He will party deep into the night with his friends, his family. A huge knockout turned in by that man here tonight. And he has set himself up for a huge fight now, moving forward inside the octagon.
I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the
Akhomedov and Ben Saunders.
You ready? You ready?
All right, ready to go here with live action as we get underway from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Wind it up on the right there to no avail. Opens with the left hand and lands flush. And he connects with the punch. Damaging strike there. Nice kick landed there by Saunders.
Good shot. Nasty kick to the body lands.
Saunders has got the double underhooks here in the clinch now.
And pummels under and out of double underhooks. Inside control. Trapped here in half guard. And he reverses position. And there's one leg over. He's almost mounted him here. He's got it. He's mounted him.
Oh, he's going for his arm now.
He's got the arm here. Now he's going to throw his leg over. Turns the hips. He's going to sit back. Look at this, though. Oh! Oh, this is not good at all. Incredible.
And there it is.
Just absolutely incredible. Great job in getting this fight to the ground quickly and getting an early submission.
Yeah, Joe, we could barely get the Fight Clock sponsor out, and the submission comes here in round one. He said he didn't want to waste a lot of time. He knew his opponent would know what was coming. It was going to be takedown attempts in bunches, but he couldn't stop the early shot, and he certainly couldn't stop the submission. So great effort and even better technique here tonight.
And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division. And we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 44 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar,
So there he is, your winner by way of submission, and candidly, Joe, I'm not sure this night could have gone any better. He did have some doubters coming in. He said, I gotta mute those naysayers, and they're not gonna keep quiet unless I can actually get this guy out of there. So mission accomplished, no judges necessary tonight. He gets the submission, and now all that's left is to celebrate with his coaches and training partners. What a moment for this oncoming fighter here tonight.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got
All right, coming up next, it is a welterweight showdown between Matt, the Terror Serra, and Santiago Ponzinibbio.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Well, how good is this? Reminds me of the good old days of Pride, the UFC Grand Prix single night tournament. This has been highly anticipated by fight fans around the world. And remember, if you sustain damage, that could affect you later on in this one-night tournament. Serra gets hit with a kick. Able to land a looping right.
Oh, another hard right hand.
Level change there, goes for the takedown. That punch will work right through the guard.
Moves into half guard here. And he passes, side control. And he's trying to pass.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Trying to spin to the back. Into the full guard.
Nice punch by Serra. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Ponzinibbio.
He's moved back into side control.
Trying for a submission here.
He's looking for the inverted triangle from side control. What he wants to do here is he wants to rotate his hips, trap the arm, then he wants to step over his opponent's head, slide his leg behind his opponent's head, lock it up behind the back of his knee, and clamp down.
That's it!
That's it!
We'll do it!
Great job in establishing that submission.
Well, yeah, Joe, that was fun while it lasted. He told us he wanted to be at his most efficient here tonight. He certainly didn't waste a lot of time. He knew he wanted to get the fight to the ground. He gets the early takedown, and the submission follows shortly thereafter.
Let's see it one more time. Got the arm in deep under the neck, locked in tight, and it's over before they even get a chance to tap. And one last time, excellent technique on that choke for the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 49 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to a reverse triangle, Matt Serra.
Well, Matt Serra's not a one-hit wonder, ladies and gentlemen, as we congratulate Team Serra Longo on a monumental result here tonight. A lot of people wondered what would be the encore after the knockout of George St. Pierre at UFC 69. Matt Serra has proven that that fight gave him a whole lot of confidence that he put into good use in this performance here tonight.
I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever
Coming
slow
up next,
up.
it is a UFC welterweight championship showdown between Ben Killer B. Saunders and Matt Serra.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go. This should be good. 5 rounds if needed to determine the UFC's welterweight champion. Opens with the inside leg kick. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him, and this is with it there.
Really threw everything into that uppercut, but fell short.
Joe, he continues to be vulnerable to that jab by almost leaning into it right into his opponent's range. Got to find a way to move those feet and ultimately get that head off of the center line. Now closes the distance. Serra gets double underhooks now. There he goes, Joe. Good transition as he moves to his back. Serra's worked hard here. Now he has the back.
Looking for the choke, gets the arm into the neck, pulls him down to the ground.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time.
Oh, that's
and there it is!
Great job, didn't waste any time, took this fight to the ground and got the early submission.
Yeah, so how about that, Joe? We can barely tell people what color the trunks are on these fighters, and we get the submission win. So not a lot of wasted time. He got the takedown early, and the submission came soon thereafter. Great effort, great technique here tonight.
And one last time, super tight choke, and he's out. And it's over before he even gets a chance to tap.
And there he is, the UFC welterweight champion of the world. What a moment for him here tonight as he earns the victory by submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 35 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Matt Serra.
Well, he came in a confident #1 contender. He leaves as the undisputed best welterweight in the world, and I say that because he didn't just come in here and wrest the belt away from the champion. He submitted the guy, and rather emphatically. So you're looking at him, that is the new UFC welterweight champion, and as he celebrates in the corner, you can't help but think that this could be an extended run for him here at 170 pounds.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.